This is Radio TakeOver, Brevard's hit talk radio program with Karen Wooden and Chuck Fresh. Wednesdays at 1, live on 1510 WMEL, 94.7 FM Cocoa, 99.9 FM Cocoa, 100.7 in Melbourne. Streaming online on SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Now, hold on to your seats. It's time for this week's edition of Radio TakeOver.
Welcome to Radio TakeOver. My name is Chuck Fresh. Normally Karen Wooden's here with me. She's on vacation. She's slacking this week. So, filling in is the world-famous Rob Cahill, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello there, folks.
Probably the single best-looking guy who lives in Brevard County.
Now you just put a target on my back.
So he'll be hanging out here. Karen's up. She's actually searching for guests for our next edition of Radio TakeOver. She's in mountain country, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, looking for Sasquatch to try to bring him in here, the first person to do a radio interview with Sasquatch. It's never happened before, and we will be the first radio program that will have Sasquatch live on here. So, Rob Cahill, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
So I understand you've had an adventure. You were jumping out on the road cross-country with a bunch of people that you met on social media that you had never met in person before?
Not with them. I did catch up with a few people, met a few business owners that I followed for a few years on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. You know, I've just had digital conversations, never had any face-to-face contact, but got to say hello, you know, put a face to a profile online, and got to make some new friends for real. It was pretty cool.
Was that a little scary meeting people? Because, you know, sometimes people online, they put on these facades and you never really know what
No, I mean, it's we're all bloggers and stuff, so it's, you know, pretty transparent. Pretty good followings and things like that. So it wasn't anything like that. Plus, it's people that I've known for years and years at this point. We've shared packages over Christmas and stuff.
Really?
So,
What kind of packages?
So I used to actually have a food blog, and so I've had people send me lots of goodies. Yeah,
wow.
Those are usually the best kind.
So we're just people you just met randomly over the past couple of months?
Their interactions. Yeah. Okay. Years, not months, yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. And it went well?
Yeah, it went really good. We did 9 different cities in 13 days, basically.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Do you all stay in the same crowded little rooms? Or?
Yep. We stayed in one room. There were 3 of us and a dog.
And a dog?
Yeah, we had the roof rack, so we had to unload the roof every night and then load it back up in the morning and get on the road. I'm an early riser, and so I was with 2 of my friends, and they are not. And so by 5 or 6 every morning, I'm like, let's go. And they're like, we just need to sleep. Sleep when you're dead. We're in the car, your choice. But
Right. So anyway, you have such an awesome, adventurous life, Rob. I just want to give people just a little taste of what I think your life might be. Can we do that?
Sure.
Okay, real quick. I'm thinking you're sound asleep. You're getting 8 hours of sleep a night. And you wake up in the morning, you stretch. You look in the mirror, you check your hair, it's still perfect. You look outside the window, take a deep breath. It's a beautiful day outside. I think I'll go to Maui today. 14 hours later, you're in Maui. Is that kind of the average day for Rob Cahill?
Well, my hair is never perfect when I wake up, so it got fictional very quickly.
Well, come on, go with it. But that's cool. That's neat. But thanks again for filling in for Karen Wood.
Yeah,
She'll
no
be back
problem.
next
My
week.
pleasure to be here.
And we have an exciting group of guests with us today.
Oh, yeah.
We have a national recording artist. Well, we exaggerate a little bit, but soon to be a national recording. So let's bring them in. We're going to run short on time, and they're going to do, maybe a live song if we can coax them into it, but one of them is slightly under the weather, so we might just have to do a track, so we'll see how it goes. So first, there was Joni Mitchell. Then there was Sarah McLachlan. And then there was Adele. And now, Radio TakeOver is proud to present the next big thing, ladies and gentlemen. Anya and the Dreamers. Is this your first radio interview ever?
Second, I think I've had one other.
Yeah.
One other. Second one.
Okay. But nothing this big, right? It's such a broad audience. Don't answer that. Born to this earth less than 18 years ago and about to enter her senior year at Mel High, Anya has already written over 100 original songs, many of which we have a feeling may soon be adopted into feature films, miniseries, and television shows. Hey, it's possible. As a singer-songwriter, she's also been featured live on Open Mics Presents that's at Florida Discount Music. She's won several local contests for her original music. She's been in countless photo shoots as both a musician and a model for big names in fashion such as YSL and L'Oreal. She's rocked out on vocals and guitar with other famous artists and donated countless hours of her time to local charities. So, ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm Radio Takeover welcome to Anya Conklin, Alyssa Gilbert, and Logan Ray Tyler. Anya and the Dreamers, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yes! Yes! It took us weeks to nail you guys down, but I'm so glad you appreciate that.
Anytime, anytime.
This is our first act on our new feature called... What's it called?
Sounds of Summer.
Sounds of Summer.
We're kicking it off on the first day of summer.
The
so
first day of summer, too. How cool is
Yeah.
that? I didn't realize that. Somebody told me that earlier. But all right, so let's jump right in. We have a lot to cover, and we're going to play a couple of your tracks, which is really exciting. Have your songs been played on the radio before?
Yes, they have.
Yes, good. So you're not a beginner of this. So that's got to kind of chill out a little bit, right? Doesn't make you as nervous?
Yeah.
So, let's tell you about the band. Anya and the Dreamers is a wonderfully talented three-piece acoustic band with Anya Conklin on lead vocals, piano, and guitar. Did you get the piano in here? We'll give you a hand with that door. Alyssa Gilbert on harmony and also bass. All right. And Logan Ray Tyler on percussion. So, Anya, tell us how you and the Dreamers got together.
Well, I've known Logan pretty much my whole life because he moved in next door with his grandparents, and I was probably like 2 or something. I was a toddler. And we've been close family friends since then. And Alyssa, she went to the same school as me and my brother, and she ended up taking piano lessons from my mom. And each one of us kind of did music individually, and when I was about 12, we formed a band together with a few other people. But it didn't last very long. We ended up going our separate ways. But about a year ago, me and Logan got back together as a duo, him on drums, me singing and like guitar and stuff. And then a month later, Alyssa was at one of our gigs and she heard us perform, and she actually approached my mom and said, I would love to do harmony for you guys.
Wow.
So she joined in, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. And about a month ago, Alyssa started learning bass.
You just started learning bass?
And she's already incredible. She's been performing with bass on a couple of our songs now.
Alyssa, did you play any instruments before the bass?
I have a guitar and a piano, but it's not like, it never really like super clicked. It wasn't like the instrument.
Wait.
And then
You said a month.
Yeah.
You've been playing bass for a month and you're already playing out live. That's insane. Are you some kind of like prodigy or?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been doing music for a while, so
Wow.
I've been in theory, so a lot of it's just kind of the same principles.
You've got the basics of it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Just a month. I was going to ask you, what's your role in Dreamers? So you're a bass player and you do...
I am harmony. I tend to have to write the harmonies. Like for the songs that Anya writes, sometimes she has a harmony already built in, but sometimes she doesn't. So I write the harmonies and perform them. So and then I just picked up the bass. So I guess I'm harmony in both ways. A month. Yeah.
I see a story here, Rob Cahill.
I know.
Good story here.
New bass prodigy of Brevard County.
I'll tell you
Oh
what.
man, I hope so. I enjoy the instrument.
So, Logan, what's your role in the Dreamers? It looks like you play all kinds of different percussive instruments.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us.
just basically hit stuff most of the time. So I don't know. They let me sit with them, and I just basically bang on things.
It's kind of
pretty
cool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's pretty fun.
Wow.
So have a good time.
So you've known Anya since you were 2.
Well, since she was 2,
So she was 2. You're...
I'm about 5 years older than you or
Okay.
something. So I was still very young. I was like 7 or 8 when I moved to Florida. So.
How long have you been doing percussion drums?
Probably
Month?
since I actually really only picked it up 2 days ago. We've been playing live for the past year, but it's really weird.
And they're getting their Grammy next week.
Yeah,
right.
Big deal.
That's how these things flow.
But I've actually been playing. I started picking up drums when my freshman year of high school, so it's probably been the better part of 8 years now. Kind of on and off between going to college and working and things like that.
So it's been a while. So you have more than a month, is what you're telling us, right?
Just a little bit more than a month, you know.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, let's jump right into one of your songs. They were going to perform, Anya and the Dreamers were going to perform for us today, but Anya's a little bit under the weather, so we're going to play the track for you so you can get kind of a... Can you cough for us?
What?
Cough.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make it legitimate. We're not just telling stories. She's not nervous at all. I mean, you played in front of... We'll talk about that later. So we're going to play a song called All the Things You Do. Why don't you tell us the background on All the Things You Do?
Pleasant.
Did it just kind of come out of... Are you coughing now?
I think that's the underlying meaning to the song, really.
Okay.
That was my thinking noise.
Is that how you write all your songs?
Yeah, pretty much. I start off with that, and then that's where the melody takes place,
and then
I go
Alyssa
off
kicks
from there.
in with harmony.
And then she goes like, ah!
And Logan just starts beating things with sticks, and it all kind of comes together, right?
Oh, this is a mess. Well, actually, a lot of my originals, I haven't had an experience that relates to them. A lot of the times I write a story, like, in my head, and I write a song based around that. So, honestly, this song doesn't necessarily mean anything personal to me, but I wrote it so it could have a personal meaning to other people.
It doesn't have to have anything. I mean, it can be like a story.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I drown in your eyes as you look the other way. The stars don't align, so I'll wait for day. But either way, I'm a mess, trapped in my own head, and all my words get stuck as water fills my lungs. I don't know what to say, you got my mind messed up like oh, oh, oh. I don't know what to do, you got my thoughts tangled like oh, oh, oh. I don't know why. All the things you do make me overthink my every move. Oh, oh. I drown in your eyes, can't seem to look away. I think I'm hypnotized by every word you say, and I know I'm a mess, trapped in my own head, and all my words get stuck as water fills my lungs. I don't know what to say, you got my mind messed up like oh, 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 oh. I don't know what to do, you got my thoughts tangled like oh, 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 oh. I don't know why. All the things you do make me overthink my every move. Oh, oh. And I break down when you look at me. I fall in love every time you speak. I don't know what to say, you got my mind messed up like oh, oh, oh. I don't know what to do, you got my thoughts tangled like oh, oh, oh. I don't know why. All the things you do make me overthink my every move. Whoa.
That was Anya and the Dreamers here on 1510 WMEL, the hottest music station here on the Space Coast. My name is Chuck Fresh, along with Rob. That's not really what's going on here. But I haven't done that in a long time. It's a beautiful song.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thank
Great
you.
job. Now, who wrote this song?
I did.
Yes.
Alyssa wrote all her own harmony for it, though, and
Very
obviously
cool.
Logan did his own percussion.
You did? She gives you that freedom? So you kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
collaborate.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely just kind of jump right in there.
That's awesome.
Are you guys going into studios to record this, or is it you guys doing some of your own stuff? Or both?
It's actually home studio.
What? You did that at home?
Yeah.
So very multi-talented here. The
That's
producers,
amazing.
the
Who's your
writers,
producer?
artists.
Mom?
Yeah.
Mom did? Mom's the producer? Come on up here for a second, Mom. Talk to us for a second. In a couple of minutes, we're going to take a break, but we're going to bring you guys back for a second. Come on up here.
I'll switch.
So, Mom, real quick, you're a piano teacher. That's your by trade, and how long have you been doing that?
I taught for about 10 years. I taught guitar, piano, just a little bit of bass and ukulele.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you helping Alyssa along here with the bass?
Well,
She don't need help, does she?
She really doesn't.
She's a
She
talent.
is a prodigy. She's,
Does she make the bass face? You know, like...
Oh my God.
Have you done that yet?
I have.
Yes, she's there.
My own mother has made a collage of me because she was driving home from somewhere with my dad, and I was showing her what I could do on video chat, and she started like taking screenshots while I wasn't looking. So she had this
bass
really
face.
awful bass collage of me. I was
Can you
either
send
like
that to
really
us?
angry or
Really put that on my Facebook page.
yeah.
So you taught, obviously, you've been teaching. Do you teach your own children, or do you have to get somebody else because she won't listen to you? You know how that goes. I try teaching my kids stuff, and they just ignore me totally.
that's how it was with my son. But with my daughter, she was very cooperative. So I started teaching her piano at 5, guitar at 9, and then the ukulele and bass at about 11 or 12.
So you play all these instruments?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. And you play them, would you, in your opinion, honestly, does she play them proficiently?
Yeah,
I
not
think
the
so.
Bass,
The
because
bass
we
I
haven't
don't do
spent
much.
time with it.
Yeah.
Especially since I have Alyssa to do that for me now.
That's my instrument. You can't have it now.
So when you record these songs, Mom, you're the producer?
Yeah,
So how do you do it? Do you have like a digital
I
multi-track?
do. I have an 8-track Tascam
Oh, cool,
at the
yeah.
house, and
The tape or a digital one?
a digital.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
have the tape one back in the day. So you do one track at a time, or
Yeah.
What's the
Typically.
first one you lay down? Probably piano.
Yeah, usually the primary instrument. So in the case of this song, it was her keyboard. Yeah.
And how many takes did it take to get this?
Actually, this song, like,
nailed it.
pretty much every single one of us, we got it
Yeah.
on the first take.
I was like, drums in one take. This is the best day of my life.
Would you consider yourself a harsh producer? You want to get it perfect. You want to get this right. You're listening to it. Let's get back in here, do it again. We'll be here for 3 weeks.
No, I give in to them.
I just can't hear you.
Oh,
Me. Oh.
okay.
Yeah, it's when you talk, just come a little
Oh,
closer.
okay.
Yeah. But you're not that harsh. You kind of.
No, I give in. I'm just like,
Okay.
she'll be like, no, that's fine. And I'm like, okay, whatever, let's just move on. So,
Okay, well, it sounds wonderful. I mean, I would have
you.
guessed, Rob, that it was done in a studio. I think that's where you were going.
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
what it sounded definitely
well, thank
studio
you.
quality. So
I've
you
heard
guys
that
are
before,
great.
and I find it really surprising.
Well,
So, but
there's
that's
your
good
new
to hear.
career. We've got a couple of minutes before we have to take a break here. And so who would be the head dreamer? Is it you, Anya, in Anya and the Dreamers?
Well, she's the Anya.
Yeah,
you know,
these
so
two are
we're
the dreamers.
And you're
Yeah.
the Dreamers?
Yeah.
So the two of you, who has more dreams?
I think,
Well, I sleep probably a lot less, so I'm sure she dreams a lot more.
yeah, I feel like Alyssa is the head dreamer because
Yeah.
even recently she's been making these incredible t-shirts of our bands, and oh yeah, they're awesome.
Where can we get those?
I'm saying, her mom has also built a website, and I'm saying we should put up on the website a place to buy the t-shirts.
Get our merch up.
Yeah.
We should do a giveaway.
I will be advocating for
Second half, so when they're
beanies.
ready.
Make Anya and the Dreamer beanies.
That's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Everything should have shoes, socks.
Oh my
Rob?
god,
Like a
yes.
whole
Can we
new
just have
outfit.
really fuzzy socks with just Anya and the Dream? I
Rob,
got
would
this.
you wear that?
Yeah.
Stay
I would
tuned.
too.
I will
Head to
do
toe.
this.
What about an Anya and the Dreamers kilt?
See how sold we are?
yeah.
We haven't even seen the clothing yet, and we're like, yeah, we'll
We're
wear it.
on
We're
it.
sold.
You know, it's got to be good.
I'm thinking a onesie.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
A rompim? Can I get a
Oh, yes.
rompim?
Yeah.
No, you know what the big things are now? My kids are telling me overalls. Everybody's wearing
Oh,
overalls.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming back. That's really weird.
As far as dreamers, though. As far
Those
as
are great from Florida, nice and breezy.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to wear undergarments with her, too. So,
Oh, really?
so I've got a ton of questions here, but some of these require some involved answers, so I don't want to kick into them before the break. So let's talk about this one weird question I ask every band that comes on here. Rob Cahill is the eye candy of Radio TakeOver. Normally it's me, but when he's here, he just glows. So, who would you consider to be the head eye candy in Anya?
Logan.
Yeah, Logan. I was gonna say Logan too.
Just so long as you're not looking at me while I'm actually playing
the
drums.
drums.
Oh yeah, he makes the weirdest
Please do.
What does
faces.
he do when he plays drums?
Please do.
Yeah, but
Give us a face for Facebook Live.
Oh man, I
So-
don't
so
know.
it's a
just start
drum
drumming.
thing.
Just
Like-
start-
Go ahead.
start
Here, here's a
drumming.
pen. Go ahead.
You have to have a wide mouth.
It's usually, like I got the mouth open.
Are you drooling?
I just like staring off into space. That usually there's a little bit of drool.
That's cool. That means
Not
you
too
know.
much. It like crusts on a little.
Oh.
God.
If he sees you, though, he'll make it even weirder face if he sees you taking a video of him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Do
play
that.
He
that.
strives
We
for
all
that.
do that.
Yeah.
So, tell us where your website is and how to get in touch with you, how to follow you before we take a break here.
Well, you can find us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and we do have a website now. And on YouTube, you have to look up Anya, Anja, Music is Love. And then,
J, ladies
yeah,
and
I know,
gentlemen,
it's
J-A.
and then the rest, you can just look up Anya and the Dreamers. Again, Anya, Anja.
And thedreamers.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
You
the
get
name
different-
with .com.
We'll post all those links to our website, too, to make sure everybody can find you. And our new website, if you haven't heard this, is radiotakeover.rocks.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
cool
man.
is that, huh?
So,
Radiotakeover.rocks. That's our, well, it's the same website, but a different domain. So radiotakeover.rocks. Of course, we'll have a recording of this for people who couldn't listen on the air today. You should be listening.
yeah.
There's no excuse for that. Who's Rebecca Cahill Perkins? You look so handsome, Rob. Great job. Oh, your fan mail. See? All right, so we're going to jump into a short break, and don't go anywhere. Don't touch that radio dial, because we're live here in studio with Anya and the Dreamers on Radio Takeover. We're here every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. on 1510 a.m. WMEL, a bunch of FM stations I can't remember. And we broadcast live, and then we'll be on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, too. So you can always find us. There's no excuse for missing Radio Takeover, Rob.
None at all.
And a shout-out to Karen Wood, if she's out there on the lake somewhere. Hopefully you and the kids found Sasquatch.
So she's hydrating well.
Let us know. We'll be back right after these words.
Whenever I am on the Space Coast, I always make time in my schedule to listen to Radio Takeover with Karen Woden and Chuck Fresh. Stand by. They'll be back for another half hour after these messages.
Brevard Marketing and their team of marketing geniuses will definitely get your message heard loud and clear.
Marketing isn't rocket science, but it isn't for losers either. When you're ready to turn up the heat, call Brevard Marketing.
Things are about to get real. Visit www.brevardmarketing.com for more. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Karen Woden and Chuck Fresh with Radio Takeover, WMEL's hit radio talk show program. Heard every Wednesday on fine radio stations like this.
I'm glad no one got onto that.
Welcome back to Radio
It's the
Takeover.
nicest thing you've seen.
Oh, it's crazy in here. My name is Chuck Fresh, along with Rob Cahill, filling in for the vacationing Karen Wooden.
Hello, hello.
It's always good to see. Rob, tell us again what you're doing for a living, or what can you promote about yourself? Tell us about you.
So I am a director of marketing for a real wealth coaching and speaking person, and then also
It's not Brian Tracy, is it?
no, his name is Chris McClatchy. He's
Oh.
a national speaker and coach.
Nice.
He teaches people how to safely invest money into real estate and how to negotiate contracts and financial negotiations. And then also, I also work for a real estate investors association, and so we just do seminars and workshops and teach investors how to safely use their money.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you travel all around the country doing this? And
So not all around the country. My main location has been Las Vegas, so I've been in Vegas a lot lately.
Nice. Is it true that what happens in Vegas?
Stays in Vegas? No, I have a big mouth.
And a very
So,
active social media.
Yeah, very active social media.
Our guest today, not to cut you off, we're
No, it's okay.
going to squeeze these guys in here. Anya and the Dreamers. We figured out who the main dreamer is, and we already know we have bass face. We have a drooling drummer, and it's all coming together, and I'm really getting a really good picture here. So let's go back a bit. If you guys would just close your eyes and clear your minds for a moment. Think back. Those dark days. Anya was still a street person. It's true. She started performing publicly in the streets of downtown Melbourne and other local venues at the age of 10, the tender age of 10, just begging for tips for singing songs. Sounds really dark, doesn't it? So tell us about your days, Anya, on the mean streets of Melbourne.
Well, honestly, they weren't that mean because I was 10. I was a cute little girl with my friend Michaela. We were two like little third graders playing some music, and it's not like I don't think we sucked. We were just like we were little kids, but people were pretty nice to us because they're like, oh, they're cute. Let me give them some money, you know.
So let's draw a picture. You're playing guitar back then, or what were you playing?
I was mostly on keyboards.
Okay, you did keyboards on the street.
Yeah.
Mom, do you have anything to do with this? All right, anyway. So you're playing like covers, top 40, stuff like that?
We actually did have a couple original songs, but yes, mostly covers.
That's hot. You started really young. So at the age of 13, you performed at 80s in the Park, playing a full set of classic 80s rock song, and I heard you rocked it. But since you weren't really alive in the 80s, was it hard to kind of capture that genre? Where did you get the feel for the 80s?
Well, it actually wasn't too hard to capture because my parents have inspired me a lot and introduced me into that kind of music.
Mom did.
Yeah.
It's Mom's fault.
What kind of music was she playing around in the house when you were a kid? What are you dancing around? Go-Go's? What?
Yeah, Go-Go's, Cyndi Lauper.
Oh.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice Girls were my favorite. Oh, gosh.
So,
Spice Girls are everybody's favorite.
Yeah,
Spice
you're
Girls
right.
are my favorite, too. Love you.
Spice up your life.
Yeah, that's true, man. So, you've been writing songs, Anya, for, it says, almost 8 years, so quite a while. So, tell us, what was the first song you ever wrote, like, ever? Do you remember?
Well, I had a lot of rinky-dinky songs when I was really young, but the first real song that I wrote, like, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, was a song called Teddy Bear. And back then, it was just about, like, having, like, a bad night or something and having a teddy bear there to comfort you. And then I realized it could have, like, some double meaning behind it. It could be just, like, going through tough times and having someone or something there for you to feel better.
And you realize all this at 9 years old?
Well, no. I realized the double meaning later on.
I'm kidding. Did you rewrite it and bring it back?
No, I have not.
I'm going to say we should add this to the set list.
I remember the chorus, but...
Did you record it?
Yes, we do have a recording.
Oh, are you going to share?
We could. Do we have it?
It's not really audible, but you could sing the chorus.
Right now?
She's not feeling well, unless you want to.
I mean, it's just a chorus.
All right, go ahead, give us a couple.
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the dream.
Imagine a teddy bear hugging you in the middle of the night. Had a bad dream more like a nightmare. He's making you feel alright. Just imagine that teddy bear.
You wrote that at 9?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right.
That sounds like you could really make that like a pop punk song.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all for bringing that back.
Yeah,
Bring it
I can hear
back.
harmony.
Wow.
Heard a little Fergie in there.
Yeah. So, when you guys write songs, do they just kind of just come to you? Are they like in a dream? Or are you just sitting there with a cup of coffee and... Hey.
my dreams are never really vivid enough for me to remember a song. If I do...
so you leave it up to the dreamers.
No. When I write a song, usually like a line or just an idea or a melody comes to me, just like one little thing, and then I build off of there.
That's hot. That's a gift. It really is. Not many people can do that. You know. Alyssa, do you write too? You ever wrote a song?
I have quite a few songs that I wrote in high school.
Really?
I acknowledge that I needed them to get to the point where I can write better now, but I don't play them anymore because I don't really like them.
Oh, okay.
I just wrote a couple of lines that I'm actually going to pose to the rest of the band probably tonight, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can do it here if you want. How about Logan?
Yeah,
You like
actually,
it?
I do my own acoustic stuff as well.
Wow.
I have a Facebook page called Loose Change.
Nice.
It's kind of a pun on busking there. But I write my own music as well, and
You guys have such a future. There's so much talent here. And this collaboration, I've got a feeling it's going somewhere.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask. Do you guys have a set like goal plan, or just kind of smaller goals you're working toward, or kind of just seeing what happens at the moment?
I mean, I want to be famous, but
Yeah, we all do. I think we're kind of
That's a great goal.
with it.
Yeah.
I think we're just kind of playing.
So I know that Anya's going back to finish her senior year at Mel High.
Mm-hmm.
So is the band going to take a hiatus when school starts, or are you still going to do weekends?
No, we're definitely going to keep on going because we started back when I was still in my junior year.
Yeah, okay. So just going to keep rolling through. That's good. That's what you got to do. You really got to keep at it.
yeah, see where it takes us. Maybe do like some small tours and whatnot.
Yeah.
Try to get that stuff.
Well, let's talk about that. At the age of 15, Anya headlined at the Space Coast Music Festival in Cocoa Beach as the youngest performer playing all original music. So how'd you get that gig?
My mom actually reached out to the director of that, Sue Luley, and she sent her some of my work, some of my original songs, and she took a chance on me, and she really liked me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, you got
Big
it.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got it, you got it. We do have another song. Should we kick it in now, Rob Cahill?
Yeah, let's
Let's do it. This is called Adrenaline. This is where Anya and the Dreamers kind of gets into a little death metal. So that's the other song.
I see some hair flying.
You want to tell? Do you have a backstory on Adrenaline?
I do actually. It's just about getting in your car, driving with the windows down, with your music blasting. Not necessarily driving to anywhere in particular, but just driving to get rid of all your worries and just to feel carefree.
Let's take a listen to Adrenaline.
I threw all my things together. Nothing's folded, that's okay. There's not a cloud in the sky, it'd be a crime to waste the day. I like to think I'm leaving forever, that's kinda hard when I don't got a plan. So I'll give myself a few days to get away as long as I can. Oh. Sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I just wanna be secluded, running away from reality. I just want some time to be reckless and forget all my worries. Oh. Oh. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. Hey, 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 hey. sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. The sunshine gives me adrenaline. Get in my car, blare my music. Got a full tank of gas, I won't stop. I won't stop.
Anya and the Dreamers, ladies and gentlemen, that one's called Adrenaline. Very pretty. Are these the typical songs you guys do on a live gig? The newer stuff, or?
Yeah, we've done those at a lot of our gigs. We also do other genres of music for our originals. We kind of dabble in everything.
That's awesome. That's such a beautiful song. Good job, Mom. You did that one too?
Yeah.
How many takes on that one?
Not as many as I would like. I mean,
Uh-oh.
when I hear it played, I'm like, oh, I hear it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
You're always going to be your worst
I thought
critic.
it was just
Yeah, right.
So tell me about your inspiration. Do you remember seeing an artist or somebody on American Idol or America's Got Talent? Somebody who really inspired you?
I think Alyssa knows something.
Well, you can all jump in and answer this. Sure.
Alright, I guess I'm going first because I freaked out. For me, it was, there's a band. It didn't have anything to do with any of the singing shows, because, I mean, as much as I enjoyed American Idol's David Archuleta, I don't think I would say he's my inspiration. But there's a band called Diamond Youth that is, they're not super big, but they're from Baltimore, Maryland. And I remember I heard them on a live stream for Minecraft when I was in high school. But I went and met them, and they were like the nicest people, and their music was so good. So I guess that they would be my inspiration. They were the reason why I learned guitar, and part of the reason why I'm learning bass.
Right. How about you, Anya?
Well,
I said
what?
Anya. Anya. Never throw that H in there.
Well, when I first started music when I was younger, I was really into Hannah Montana and like Slash Miley Cyrus. I loved her. I loved her, and even now, she's still one of my biggest inspirations.
She's. I understand she's making a comeback.
Yeah.
She's trying to turn everything around and maybe get back in the country.
Yeah.
That's good news. That's neat. How about you, Mr. Lowe?
Oh man, I have so many different influences across so many different genres. Aside from, I like a lot of heavier music too.
Yeah.
So System of a Down's always been one of my favorite bands forever. In terms of more pop punk stuff, Mayday Parade, they're a bunch of really nice guys and they're really good music. So
I have no idea who they are. Rob, you know who they are?
I do.
Yeah. See, Rob's in his
Both
finger on
good
that.
bands.
Yeah, they're good. Aside from that, Panic at the Disco is also
Oh, yes.
Brendan Urie is one of my biggest inspirations.
Chord here.
As definitely a front man. I like that he's getting into musical theater too, something I'm very into as well.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So lots of inspirations for me.
Yeah, that's good. It's a wide range. So,
Yeah.
Anya, I heard you actually won a national video contest for the One Ocean, One World by performing a song you wrote about ocean conservation. So tell us about that.
Yeah, at the time I was actually volunteering at the Brevard Zoo, and that's how I heard about it from one of my superiors, because she knew I was a musician. And so you didn't necessarily have to write a song, but me and my friend Michaela decided to do that because that was kind of our thing. So we wrote a cute little song about ocean conservation, and we even did a little music video with cardboard cutouts of
Cool.
little sea critters and
That's
stuff.
neat.
Yeah. And we ended up winning the popularity vote. We won $100 and a GoPro camera.
Very
Whoa, nice.
What was the name of that song?
I have no idea. This is our ocean. That's what it is.
Can you sing that?
I do not remember whatsoever.
You know I was going to have it.
I remember when that was
This is
happening.
our ocean. This is our home. And then I have no idea.
That's awesome. So you won the contest, too. That's how it all began. So tell us about your first real live gig. Were you guys nervous? Where was it? Tell us what happened.
Well, as Anya and the Dreamers, our
Yeah,
first
as
real
Anya and
live
the
band.
Dreamers, yeah.
Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson,
About
yeah.
October time period.
That's when
Yeah.
we started. That's right.
How many people there?
I think
Couple
that was the
thousand.
one. That was the one that was, I think, the same weekend as Molly Hatchet. So,
Oh,
wow.
so there were
There
like,
was
a lot
a
of people.
good amount of people there, yeah. We actually were like 2 people before Molly Hatchet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Band before the band before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get to meet?
No.
No, they were busy.
Yeah.
In the trailer doing
Yep, there was a
thing.
trailer
Yeah,
next to the stage.
Yeah.
They mostly stayed in their van the whole time, and then
Rude. What's the biggest show you've ever done? You think it's that one, the Harley Davidson?
No, I think the
It's
biggest.
bigger?
Well, 80s in the Park.
Ah.
Yeah, in Wickham Park.
That's true.
Right before we started the set, we were underneath a pavilion. The stage was underneath it, and right before we started the set, it started to rain. So everybody that was there at that event had to crowd under this pavilion,
Oh, wow.
and so we started. And so pretty much they were forced to listen to us, but I think they liked us anyway. So
That's cool. That'll work. So, you gotta have fans at this point. People come up to you after the show. What's the nicest thing someone's ever done or said for you?
it wasn't what was said. It was a $100 bill from a drunk guy.
Wow! Was it real? Did you check it?
Yeah, it was real.
Come on, are you sure he was drunk, or he was just kind of like...
Oh, he was drunk. He was
Okay.
gone. But no, the nicest thing that I really enjoy is when little kids come up to me and ask for like an autograph or something. I love bringing them joy. It makes me really happy.
And we had a couple of kids dancing when we did the Hibiscus Art Festival. We had a bunch of these kids with like balloons, like interpretive dancing. It was so cute. Oh my god, I couldn't stop smiling. I was trying not to laugh while I was singing. It's so cute.
So let's talk about kids. If somebody comes up to you guys and say, hey, I'd like to do what you guys were doing, what would you tell them? How would you tell them to start? What kind of advice could you offer to youngsters?
Well, definitely if you want to start up a band, start it out with people you have known for a long time and you really, really trust. Because I know I, for one, have gone through a bunch of people trying to start up duos or a band, and it just doesn't work out because they're people like I didn't know that well. But Alyssa and Logan, I've known pretty much my whole life, so I trust them.
That's cool. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen at one of these shows? Besides the drunk guy with 100
dancing. Drunk people.
Well, actually, at one of my gigs, I was at a park because there was a festival going on, and in between each of my sets, this one shady guy kept on following me, and he was actually kind of stalking me in between sets, and the manager of the festival actually had to call the cops and escort him away.
Ooh,
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
That's a little scary.
Yeah.
Do you bring security to your shows now?
well, I play drums, so yeah.
He sings.
So you've always got
I
like
scare them away usually.
Wait, listen.
My bass weighs a lot.
Shout out to my good friend Pac-Man. He's my designated bodyguard.
There you go. You gotta have bodyguards. Rob, you have a couple bodyguards, don't you?
Always, all the time.
Yeah. You gotta have them. You can never be too careful.
Yeah.
So, tell us about Anya before the Dreamers. What were you running around to? You were just trying. You said you were trying to put together bands and working with different
Yeah, I was
collaborations.
going like back and forth with people. Mostly, I was doing solo work
Yeah.
when I wasn't working with other people. A lot of the times, I was actually playing competitive soccer for
Wow.
a big part of my life, and I was volunteering at the Brevard Zoo. But I ended up quitting both of those to focus more on music.
Gotcha. How about you, Alyssa? What'd you do before the Dreamers?
Struggled to write my own music. I'm really super shy, so I would go to
You
the
are
gig.
not.
I am such
Rob,
a
you
shy
believe
person.
it?
Not
So-
at all.
I don't see it.
Most of the
Logan,
time,
she lying?
She's kind of shy.
She's shy until she opens up. Then
Yeah.
She opens up.
Yeah.
yeah,
What do
and
you
then
do
I
for-
can't stop talking.
What'd you do for work after you done school? Are you in
I mean,
school now? Or?
I'm a college student, and
Where do you go?
I'm starting FSCJ, which is going to be an online school in the
Nice.
fall, because I'm going to be a child therapist, behavioral.
Ah, that's
So,
neat.
but what I was doing for Anya and the Dreamers was, well, mainly work in school. I did some work on my own instruments, and I've been trying to write songs since I started in senior year. I started kind of late. I started in senior year.
That's okay.
But
That's okay. Some of us don't know where we're heading until we're getting there.
So, Alyssa, I just want to let you know
Yeah.
that Karen has already put an order and a request in for some accessories and.
Awesome.
So, Logan, there's a story here.
Oh.
What did you do?
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to sit back.
I gotta.
It's going to be a while. Go
Done
ahead.
a lot. I did a lot of local theater all around Brevard. I went to college for musical theater, so that was a lot of fun. I currently work and have been working at a local instrument manufacturing company here, over in Melbourne, called Mid-East Manufacturing. That's
Nice.
Mid-East.
Yeah.
So
What do they make?
well, we do a lot of ethnic and cultural instruments, and we just started manufacturing these tunable steel tongue drums here.
I heard steel drums were made in Florida. I was so disappointed to hear that. You think they'd be in the Bahamas? They make them right here in Melbourne?
Well, these are different than your typical like Jamaican steel drums. These are steel tongue drums, so they sound kind of more like they're just really harmonious. Like have you ever heard
A kalimba?
Kalimba? Yes, actually, very kind of similar to a
Look at you,
kalimba.
go Chuck.
Yeah, they
Totally made
have
that up.
similar tones to that, but we really make the only tunable version of that. So you can, they're not like set in stone. You can actually tune them. They're called idiopans.
Ah.
So they're really really cool, and they're
think I've
made
been
with
called that
American steel and right here in
Do you play
Melbourne,
those?
Florida. Oh yeah, I play around. They're another percussion instrument.
Do you bring
so-
those to the show? Will we see
We
that?
haven't incorporated them yet, but we will.
It's coming.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Yeah. so-
Will there be a solo in the middle of one of the new?
Ooh, that,
please.
that would be
You know?
fun.
Think
Yeah.
about that. That'd be kind of weird, kind of an island flair.
I'll bring a sitar too. Like we just do like
yeah.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we're winding down on time, so we got to get the meat of the information. So you guys tour local bars, adult bars.
Yeah.
One of you is not even an adult. I'm not going to mention any names, but how do you get in the bars under 18? You have special permission? How does it work?
Yes, we have to get special permission from the manager to make sure we're allowed to perform there. Because, yeah, I'm only 17.
What?
Yeah, and we're usually kicked out by about, like, 9 o'clock anyway. Especially, like, at places like Lou's Blues when they start Naughty Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not allowed for that.
So Alyssa and Logan stay for the dirty bingo, and the mom comes and say, "Hey, you gotta go.
Yeah,
Let's go."
sure.
They actually use me as the muse for the dirty
Oh,
bingo.
For sure.
I've been there. It's
That's
actually-
what I
Have you done
say.
that?
I have once.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is
It's a
fun.
neat
It's a
little
good
thing.
time.
Do you guys have a CD available? I read somewhere that you guys had a CD and you changed your mind, had to produce, spent a boatload of money, and decided we're not going this way.
Well, yeah, that was before Anya and the Dreamers. That was when I was doing solo work. I was about 14. We made an EP, but the thing is, I was still, like, my voice was still developing, and, like...
You're cracking a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, and, like, as soon as we finished the EP, we realized I had already grown too much, you know, with my voice and my writing, too.
Oh.
So we decided not to release it because we felt I could do better than that. And right now we don't have a CD out right now, but we have been focusing on writing new originals and recording them at our house.
A lot of people are doing singles now. They're not even bothering with the EPs and CDs.
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, everyone wants to get those viral hits,
Yeah.
you know, on a single or
Well,
something.
you guys have something. There's something here. It's something magical, and you can feel it.
Oh,
You're gonna
definitely.
get chills.
Thank
It's
you.
gonna
Yeah, there's a lot of
happen.
good chemistry. So.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Good
I like
luck.
to be magic.
There's a lot of talent in this room. That's awesome. So, what's your next couple of upcoming gigs? What's going on?
No Name Bar in Sebastian.
No Name in Sebastian.
Saturday.
When's that? This Saturday?
This Saturday. Thirsty Clam next Tuesday.
Thursday Clam next
In
Tuesday.
Sebastian.
Where's that, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Do a lot of work down Sebastian?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Just depends where they kind of book.
We
where they
kind
fall.
of go anywhere in Brevard.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Stash and Coco.
Anything in Orlando yet? Universal.
No,
I
not
can see you
yet.
guys
I'm
at the
ready.
City Walk.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
main
Ooh, that would be
stage.
so cool.
I see that happening soon. You guys are ready for that.
Thank you.
Well, cool. We got to come out and see you guys, and all your dates on your website. Can you spell your website for our less literate people like me? Go ahead.
Anya, ANJA, and thedreamers.com. And our other social media, or I think our Facebook and our Twitter are up on it as well as a link to our YouTube and some of our songs so you can take a listen.
And we'll link
And-
everything from our website, too. That's radiotakeover.rocks. Listen, want to thank you guys for taking the time to come in and hang out with us today. And we'll definitely have you back.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so
looking forward to
much.
an update.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep a close eye on this career. I'm
Yeah.
sure Rob Cahill does too. Rob has some tentacles to some famous people. He may bring you out to Las Vegas.
Vegas sounds like a good
Down.
time.
Yeah.
You never know.
Somebody needs to get a little older first, but
Yeah. Hey, thanks for co-hosting Rob Cahill.
my pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure. Come back anytime you want. And once again, thank you to Anya and the Dreamers. More information on our website, radiotakeover.rocks. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next week.
This has been Radio Takeover, Brevard's hit talk radio show with Karen Wooden and Chuck Fresh. Heard every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on 1510 WMEL. And streaming all over the world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on iTunes, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Join us next Wednesday at 1 for Radio Takeover. For sponsorship rates and availability, please log on to brevardradio.com.